afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your only sanctioned source of communist entertainment. Off here to our 1 vs 1 own Nexus. In the east, it is 4S, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role here of the 2nd Armored Division versus the west, it is somewhat slightly dazed, aka Comrade Dyatlov, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 352nd Infantry Division here with Osttruppen Doctrine with an infantry panzer with Panzerfaust Bulletin versus mechanized infantry and heavy cavalry. Triple infantry bullets there for 4S. We got a mixed Osttruppen Grenadiers out there for Dyatlov. His rifle heading southwards and Rearson heading northwards. Tank traps, barbed wire up there. Seizing points here. All a quiet and steady advance there for the Germans and for the Americans as they both seek out the most precious and vital territories. We note here, though, that Dyatlov's troops are moving slightly more close to each other in tandem, so they can that way easily overwhelm any Americans that might show their non-German faces to them. Pioneers catching the Rearstons rushing in there, and the Rearstons very quickly fall off, and we got more Osttruppen out there for Dyatlov. A double Osttruppen Grenadier start here so far, no sign of the MG42, the Maschinengewehr. Pushing hard northwards here, and we can see that 4S is being dispatched. Troops northwards here, a rifle squad is dispatched. And we got heavy cavalry here, standing close to the Americans, obviously. Offers up mines, sandbags, rangers if they ever use them, and of course the Pershings. Also combined arms if they ever use that one. Got Rifle Nurses, the Grenadiers, Osttruppen falling back here, trying to decide if they want to be in cover and, you know, shoot, or they want to be out in the open, not to be able to really hit anything, but at least grab some territory. And looks like here, Dyatlov decides he wants to grab territory. There you go, Rifleman charging ahead to deciding that with the Osttruppen not in cover, he might have a chance to rush in. At least wants to deny, he wants to buy time. And he does successfully push off the Grenadiers, but still he's going to be fighting out in the open here. Now quickly sort of bounces back. So it's going to be a bit of a standoff here by the northern field point, since neither side, I think, has sufficient force to really sort of win this one up here. This is what he gets for dispatching his Osttruppen southwards, and similarly what 4S gets for sending his Rifleman all the way south. So a bit of back and forth here. And then 4S, I think, is going to try and flank about here, get into the building in behind the infantry here. I think that's a much better plan there for 4S. There's a much better chance of actually routing Dyatlov's infantry there. We've got a 2nd Grenadier squad on the way there for Dyatlov and the Germans, and there you go, moving up behind. Good maneuver there. Rearson's being charged by the Grenadiers, but I don't think it's going to work well. And there we go, caught out in the open here. Not quite caught in a landslide, but certainly something nasty. And I do believe we got some very fast tech there for 4S with the platoon command post going up. Platoon command post. Rather than versus Osttruppen, basically keeping the fuel point out in his hands while the southern one has been cleared here for democratic use by 4S. Osttruppen then looking about, probably going to hit the cuff point. He's figuring he's seen the Rearstons arriving up north, so unless his opponent's gone for more Rearstons, there will be a rifle squad southward. So rather than dispatching the Osttruppen straight into the jaws of the riflemen and the waiting guns, he's going to straight for the hit for the cuff point, maybe trying to bait them out of there and then opening up further maneuvers. Loading by way sandbags there. Interesting position by 4S. Thumbs up. Lieutenant's out. We're probably seeing the mechanized command post and probably some 50 calibers after that. Though with the fuel supply as it is, he may just have to go for the 50 caliber first. Are they good harassment? There you go. Osttruppen pushed away though. Weren't able to harass for long. And the north, we finally see here that Dyatlov there was able to overcome his opponent and push him away. Back here we got takeoff with the German armies. We got double Grenadiers, double Osttruppen. A slightly unusual opening there. Though not entirely unseen either. Lieutenant here was the Osttruppen, only light covers the Lieutenant's heavy cover. That is very much one engagement there for the Americans. They stand no chance. The Osttruppen that is against the Lieutenant, his courage, his bravery, and of course, his Thompson submachine gun, which really substitutes a lot of other things. And in fact might be the source of his courage and his bravery. There we go, got the 5th caliber out, so tech sailing not happening right away. Lieutenant here versus the Grenadiers holding up there. Medic bunker up there for Dyatlov and for Deutschland, the 352nd Infantry Division. The division which held Omaha Beach and did so quite well. It would fight, I think, until, I think it's St. Lo? Can't quite remember. That was basically it fought quite intensively and even got reinforced by other units, basically picking up stragglers from other units, which you could sort of argue the Austrian represent, including Reichsarbeitsdienst, people on convalescence, and Luftwaffe security teams from different anti-aircraft weapons. But also just Osttruppen from nearby divisions like the 70th and the 14th Bodenständige. So it was certainly a bit of a mix after the initial finding, as it just absorbed as what you could replace them from elsewhere. Fifth Cavalry needs to go down here. Grenadiers, oh, getting off Rive Grenade here, and almost got the Lieutenant. In fact, he fully wipes him out there. That's pretty great here for Dyatlov. In the early game, it's going to hurt 4S notably, though he can replace it. South here, we got Osttruppen as Rifle and Heavy Cavalry versus also Heavy Cavalry, but not quite think it's fully covering. In fact, some of the bonus they might be receiving, in fact, light covers. That's working out there for the Riflemen. Center victory point remain German, but the north side is falling here to 4S and the Americans. We got a 2-2 Leichte Panzerspeerwagen Norway for the 352nd Infanterie Division. And infantry division would not have access to any armoured cars, so they're likely been from nearby motorised armoured elements to support it. And it did receive, I think, the support from some slightly armoured or motorised elements. I think it was the Sturm Brigade, which was sort of a bit of a mixed element they had there. Primarily, though, equipped with bicycles, though, but it had some other equipment as well. Our Lieutenant Norfolk there, so he quickly replaces Lieutenant. Certainly shows how potent the Lieutenant is. You actually want to replace him as fast as possible. We'll have to see if he goes for any Rangers. I mean, versus the Osttruppen and the Grenadiers so far, I mean, Rangers with Thompsons would be quite a problem here for Dyatlov, in particular since he's short on machine guns. Due to rushing centrewards, we got the Stuart light tank here for 4S. The M5E1 Stuart, that is going to be a problem there for Dyatlov. Around there being routed by the 222. Oh well, punished, I would say, more by it. And there we go, we've got Panzer Grenadier on the way here for Dyatlov. Troops moving ahead here, clearly support from nearby Panzer Division. I suppose could have been from the Division's Fusilier Brigade, who knows some of them might have had assault rifles. Stuart light tank halfway done, seizing the northern points here. Dyatlov is quickly, by the way, ignoring the Lieutenant. You might notice we're basically going for the other points, forcing the Lieutenant to attack into them, rather than trying to attack into that. We got sandbags up here, making use of the entrenching tools the doctrine offers. Nice play there by Dyatlov, good use of his abilities being handed to him. Stuart light tank almost done. Heading southwards here with the Osttruppen. Nothing further going in the base, and there you go. Propagandacast being suppressed to the 5th Cavalry. Grayson charging in there. No bazookas yet, but we do get minesweepers, since obviously 4S is very cautious of Dyatlov, say, chucking down telemines, which obviously would be bad news for Stuart. But there you go. Gunny's quickly moving to block off here with a Panzerfaust. Quick save there, the Stuart light tank. Lieutenant moving up here with bazookas, and lastly, the 2-2 is going to be escaping with the Lieutenant Stuart here. The Panzerfaust there pretty much just seals the deal and prevents any fast pursuit there. So quick save there by Dyatlov. We got the Panzer Grenadier pushing forwards. With the Stuart out, though, he will need a Pack 40 or more 2-2, so he could also go for Panzerschrecks, though. We do get the Pack 40 also. He's actually using Panzers to lay down sandbags, which is not something you really see at all. So, I mean, really, 2 thumbs up to Dyatlov for good ability usage. I mean, a lot of players go for Osttruppen, but a lot of them tend not to use a lot of the abilities, including not entrenching tools, despite being able to throw down sandbags wherever you want with all of your infantry is actually surprisingly powerful. Osttruppen squad bit the dust there, wasn't quite paying attention. I believe here in the south, yup, wiped out by 2 rifle squads. Easy kill there for 4S. Obviously, they're just Osttruppen, so that it's something that's going to keep Dyatlov up at night. Tears streaking down his tiny, chubby cheeks, but that's something that could perhaps have been done a bit better. 5th Cavalry moving up here. I mean, for most of the fighting, it's actually centering around the north. Dyatlov is not putting a lot of effort into the south. I feel like that's perhaps a bit of a mistake here. It is making it easier for 4S to, like, hold a lot of territory there without much effort, but it's also really just making the job harder for Dyatlov, really. So it's something he needs to be mindful of, I think. Also, he really could do with a heavy machine gun. In fact, I'm surprised he went for the Pack 40 and DCS calling the supply drop, got himself an MD-34 and the Pack 40 by crewing them with Osttruppen plus some extra resources. I mean, a machine gun would be great, but of course, you get also the Pack 40 and all at a nice discount, really. So it's a bit strange there, really. Panzers in the south, right from the rifle up close. The Panzer Grenadiers easily have the upper hand. Got skirmishing in the centre. No cover there for the Osttruppen. At least none they can easily use. Plus with the rifle as well. That is going to be an easy win there for 4S and for freedom. Rest. Now the Panzerfaust there. 4S going for the ambulance. Got the Pack 42 moving in here. Could have a chance of taking out the 2-2. You can see the 4S is quick to move up infantry to try and block such a move here, but at least make it hard for him to see it and deal with it. Sharp move there by 4S. Sharp move. Punish with him in there. Go caught by the 50 caliber. Panzer was ready to move southwards, but is clearly occupied with other things. And we got a more trap to help deal with the support weapon to put pressure on 4S's infantry as well. Very good. Weapon racks, by the way, have been unlocked. Someone found the keys. Turns out they were in patterned Sunday trousers. Seizing the southern point there. They're not quite going straight for the fuel point. He's worried about mines, so someone hiding around here. Leslie's not too keen on going straight into that. Mines up there from 4S, but spotted here by the Pack 40. Troops setting out. Also moving southwards there for Dyatlov and for Deutschland. Now the 5th Cav on the way there for 4S and for Freedom. More suppressive firepower to help deal with the Dyatlov's infantry. Of course, also put pressure on the 222. Mortar that's going to make it a bit hard for GC to use his 5th Cav as, you know, laxly as that. And there you go, pushed out as German mortar fire threatens to snuff it out. And there you go, finally at the almost 11 minute mark. Dyatlov calls in an MG42, providing himself with some more firepower versus all the American infantry. 4S so far seems distinctly uninterested in the Ranger squads. But again, well-equipped Ranger squad could give Dyatlov a bit of a hard time.
We are losing a sector.
2-2 moving back up with the Grenadiers there. Pistons without bazookas are easy prey. Noting, of course, here that 4S could also consider taking up for tanks, and similarly, Dyatlov should be within range to consider moving up as well there. The tech tree. More sandbags there from Dyatlov. Very good, very consistent use of it. And again, considering it's just, like, it's not something we see a lot of being used. It's nice to see. Like, a lot of people tend to ignore sandbags, yet well utilized sandbags and really give you a heads up in a lot of engagements. Also, they're close to being wiped out. Ooh, that could be the second lieutenant paraching here for 4S. Yes, indeed. Bit of a blow there. Trying to catch the steward here, but 4S is able to keep it safe from the Krauts, from the Fritzes. 50 Cav still firing around the north side here. That could be a bit poorly there for 4S with the mortar nearby. And Ralph scored here, I think, can't last forever there either. Neither side taking up as of yet. Panzerfaust and the steward again. That steward is just constantly getting Panzerfausted, isn't it? Could see another up here against Dyatlov and Deutschland. We got the Panzers moving in. Half H veterans one up north, fighting continuous machine gun suppressed by the 50 Cav. There you go, 50 Cav almost getting wiped out by Dyatlov's mortar. Using the barracks there to almost get it. And with that, though, the Raven here get pinned down right before the end of the point neutral. Close shape there for Dyatlov. At 4S and I think trying to flank. That might have worked out a bit better there, but here we are. He was also maintaining the southern fighting. And has effected off his opponent. There you go. We do actually get Rangers here for 4S. Though he's a bit short on munition still. Getting a Ranger squad out is a pretty good move, I think, with Thompson's. 2-2 kaput. And we have certainly seen before what 4S can do with the Rangers. More Panzerfaust here. Could this be the end of the Stuart? Rangers are moving in. Can they get there in time? Can they save the day for the beleaguered Stuart? Creation from northwards. Rangers there being equipped with Thompson's back here. Troops being reinforcing. Still no tech up there for 4S. Dyatlov remains also tech agnostic. Rangers are almost there. The Thompsons, though, are a bit slow on the draw. And the Stuart goes down. That's a more significant blow than 4S, having also lost the lieutenant. He now loses the Stuart light tank. That does signify a bit more of a gut punch there from Dyatlov and Deutschland. The 352nd Infantry shown proved to be formidable. And we got another machine gun to help show up against the infantry, probably helping to deal with the Rangers. And on top of that, we're also now seeing tech up there for Dyatlov. Very good. Sehr gut, as they would say in German. Oh wait, 2 kills on the Rangers. The Thompsons unleashing a deadly hail of lead there against the Germans inside the building. Machine gun moving up. Gonna do this pack falling up on the other side. There you go, 50 Cup supporting, but there's the MG42. That's not going to help the Rangers a lot. He could call in smoke though. Go, Pioneers pushed out. Oh, the machine gun needs to get out there because it's just going to pop into the building and then hose down the machine gun from the side. Bit of an accident there, moved by Dyatlov. But we do see a flank of the machine gun pushing that away. The Thompson was a powerful submachine gun, but expensive and rather heavy. In fact, the Americans would try to make a cheaper version of the Thompson. Included a few sort of versions that basically just looked like uglier Thompsons, really. In the end, they settled instead for the M3 grease gun, as sort of a cheaper and easier to make. That was also lighter. And there you go, good hit with the machine gun there. Grenadiers being routed by the Rangers. Going to kill the ground in the northern field and the MG42 in the centre. We've got Riflemen of the Osttruppen. Up close and ugly. with BARs. 50 caliber sitting out. .50 caliber slowly creeping up here for the south. Could catch some of Dyatlov stuff off guard. He needs to get that support crop soon, and well, we finally got take up there for 4S as well. Neither side's been able to really get a put tank advantage there, though I would say 4S is definitely the one losing out the most there, since it's the one that's been having more resources compared to Dyatlov. So there's a chance here for Dyatlov to maybe turn the tables there on 4S even briefly. But he's taking a lot of damage here. I mean, obviously Dyatlov could also know how to support crop sooner and maybe push for, say, a faster flak panzer. But, like, 4S I would say could easily let the Sherman out by now. Easily. As he's dealing with the rifle up close. Support crop, we'll have to see what it goes for. I mean, the safe choice here would be a Panzer IV. A slightly less safe choice would be an Ostwind. The paranoid choice would be a Stug, since he's obviously, or the prudent choice in some ways, because that's only deal with a fast tank from 4S. Of course, if he suspects 4S might be trying to stall for the Pershing, and Ostwind's actually going to be a very punishing choice, since 4S has no counter to a fast Ostwind, or fast, but you know, not slow Ostwind, I suppose. I mean, he's got no anti-tank weapons. I don't even think he's got bazookas up. He's been an Ostwind right now. Yeah, he's got a minesweeper, which I suppose someone could like pretend is a bazooka by holding it up, but that's only going to fool the Germans for a few seconds before they realise, hang on, that's a minesweeper. So he's rushing out an Ostwind here. That's a bit of a bold read there by Dyatlov on 4S. I mean, again, he's seen the Rangers, he's seen the sandbags, so he knows he's gone for heavy cavalry. So he's pretty much at this point assuming 4S is stalling for the Pershing. He's not too close to it. And by going for fast Ostwind and then punish 4S for trying to stall for this Pershing. I mean, he's closer probably than Dyatlov might be anticipating, but even then it can work out. Though he will need a fast Stug to back it up and possibly some telemines. Artillery being called in here against Dyatlov. Panzers flanking up with the 5th Cav, but Panzers moving in there. There we go. Have a chance they're wiping out the 5th Cav and turning it to German cores, and there we go. Pop goes the Weasel. He will have to use the Panzers. There we go. Naps it. Very good there. Now we've got the flak Panzers out, and 4S, for a brief span of time, is in very deep doo-doo, because he's got absolutely nothing to stop the flak Panzer, and the flak Panzer is very good versus infantry that has absolutely nothing to stop a flak Panzer. It's funny how it works. Second 50 caliber down. Now this is huge. I mean, again, the Pershing is going to be a big swing back here for 4S, since Dyatlov only has a single Pak 40 to stop it. But for the time being, 4S is certainly not having a grand old time. It does help apparently the flak Panzer crew is drunk. Looks like we're seeing some telemines there. No, S-mines. Telemines think would be a better idea here. Although Pershing is seconds away. Still, Dyatlov has a significantly larger force right now than 4S, partly again bolstered by a lot of American 50 calibers. And 4S now pretty much just having some infantry and an ambulance and the major. Nope, by the way, I think everyone has been equipped with BARs except for the re-echelons who still haven't got anything. I mean, at this point, 4S is really betting everything on the Pershing. Like, if he hits a telemine in front of a Pak 40, that's that. GG, game over. So 4S is obviously making a pretty aggressive bet, but short of hitting a telemine, obviously getting these others in a strong position, as long as he doesn't drive into the Pak 40 and does something dumb like that. But if Yalos just plays the Pershing aggressively, but not badly, he's going to really give Dyatlov a very bad time, since again he's only got one Pak 40, meaning everything else is not in a good position. And right now the Pak 40 is actually in an area where it can't easily support the rest of the forces due to the terrain there, so that's actually a pretty good situation. And the Ostwind with the machine that's dealing with the major, charging the Pershing here. Pak 40 setting out. And even then the Pak 40 is on its own, there's no infantry supporting it, so theoretically could flank it. But he may want some infantry to back it up, and there you go. Getting Panzerfaust, but he's right next to the Pak 40. Dyatlov is going to have to go for Stug here, I think. Troops are healing and forcing. Need to get up some support there, by the way. And now, basically, the Pershing's got the Pak, and Dyatlov can't get to it. So he's likely going to destroy it. He's going to try and grab it with the re-echelons. We'll have to see what he does. Stug on the way. He grabs it. Panzer, they're taking a devastating hit from the Pershing's 90mm guns. South side, they're taking a fire again. One reason this was so successful for Fortress was, again, Dyatlov wasn't particularly great at sort of securing the south here. We're going to see more action out here from the German army towards that particular goal. Fun fact about the 352nd Infantry Division was actually an infantry division that actually had a complement of StuGs attached to it on its tank destroyer battalion. Little fun fact. Or tank destroyer company, not battalion. In its tank destroyer company. Almost getting the RAF and they're wiped out. Close one there, but Dyatlov wasn't able to sort of deliver the finishing blow. Of course, need to be careful. Person needs to be hauled back for repairs. Troops using points. They got more reasons out of the forest up repairs Pershing. Very good move there. Osman continues to hammer away there at Flores' infantry. Veterans 1 gaining on the Flak Panther 10 kills. Pack 40 heading southwards. Got the StuG moving ahead there. Could add a Penmark machine gun, so that does give it some nice firepower there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Osman half health. Oh, he's going to try and take out that pack, isn't he? Close one there for both sides, but not quite. Got 235 versus 435. Pershing then being repaired by both reaction squads. Hard at work fixing up all the dents. We got a BAR drop there inside the base.
Our supply line's cut. Germans are making a push.
Does he actually pick it up like the Rangers could? Guns on fire from the Pershing. He's going to need to bring up some tanks to back up the Pershing. And Dyatlov's going to need more StuGs to combat the Pershing there. StuG 3G moving ahead. Ranger squad there. Spot it. Not by the StuG 3G's Penmark machine. It's basically just an LMG like the Grenadiers have, but cheaper and a good range. So it's generally actually a good upgrade to have for your StuG, really. Machine guns moving in, they're backed up by the mortar. Fortress assault slowly expanding here from the north. Overcast will likely have to deal with it with the fuel pump being harassed. More troops bring up the pack support. Panzer's there. Ooh. Panzer Shreks. Infantry taking heavy catch with the modern grenades. Machine gun holding up. The Pershing should be able to clear it out. Direct hit here. Building those still holes in the service stuff does like. And we got a second troop on the way there for Dyatlov. Pershing damaged. It's going to need to get more repairs done on it. Flak Panzer there almost repaired, but is with the threatening possibility of the Pershing going forward, he is backing off very quickly. Plus the StuG is in need repairs as well. Machine gun under fire, got the Pershing charging through the terrain, crashing walls and possible squirrels. Grabbing in the northern side there quite effectively. Fortress is trying to keep up with Dyatlov's larger number of infantry support weapons at the moment. Particularly the 50 couples armed to play more aggressive once. And there you go, building collapsed, machine gun buried, entombed if you will. And there you go, second Sturmgeschütz ready there for Dyatlov and for the 352nd Infantry Division. The 352nd tank destroyed coming there, by the way, would have been used to work together with the division's Fusilier Battalion, which was basically sort of the division's better infantry that sort of also acted as reconnaissance. They would have been better equipped with more light machine guns and possibly also any assault rifle divisions we would have had, so little fun fact there. Machine gun almost cleared up, Panzerjäger's backing up here by the StuG and well, what remains of that machine gun crew. Troops are pressed here, Panzer Grenadiers or Panzerjägers being blasted, we got grenades going off here, casualties piling up, there's Fortress assault is being blunted. He might want to consider Sherman here to help put pressure on the infantry. Could also go for Scots, I guess, but he needs something to back hard here at Dyatlov. And there goes StuG's going here for the Pershing. Fortress needs to be careful. Pack 40 though on the side here could punish Dyatlov for his perhaps possibly exposed assault. And there you go, smoking down. Almost got the Pershing here, charging through. Rangers getting in the way, might get crushed here, but the StuG's not careful. Shot bounces at point blank. Rangers find themselves destroyed by the StuG and the Pershing, I think. No, it's just the StuG apparently crushing them all. Pack 40 being cleared out here, but the Grenadiers bring up on the other side. Rangers going to deal with it. Rifle men could get off an anti-tank rifle grenade here. Ooh, close one there. We got bazooka on the Major as well. Besides the BAR, looks like the Stug there's going to get away. The other one, though, I think may not survive. Ambulance down. And there you go, the Stug is kaput. Almost cost him both Stugs, so that was really close there for Dyatlov. And he didn't get the Pershing either, though. He did get the ambulance, though. A Stug for an ambulance is not a good trade-off. Oh, he's going to need to fix up that Pershing fast. Michigan setting up, needs to spread out the troops if possible. He's going to call in artillery, I guess. That's also an option here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Actually getting killed there thanks to all the BARs. Machine will still set up, and that's going to be a possible wipe the other way. Maybe. No, gets away. There was a really close one there for Dyatlov. Had he been a bit slow there, he could have lost the machine gun. Rangers, I think he pulled back for reinforcement, healing, and maybe some extra weapons. Pershing being fixed up, ambulance out, Jackson halfway done, points being hit there. Dyatlov more aggressively harassing 4S's supply lines to slow down his economic income and of course make it happen to get more tanks out. Because the more isolated and keep the Pershing from any other tanks, the better there for Dyatlov. He's likely going to go for more Stugs as soon as he can to combat that American armored menace. Cancel the Jackson there for Sherman. Seems like 4S might be suffering from a bit of an indecision here versus Dyatlov, which is great for Dyatlov. The longer it takes for him to get out anything here versus the Stugs and infantry, the better for Dyatlov. We got Osttruppen entrenched there as well, making it harder there for 4S to reconnect the southern resources. Dyatlov certainly is starting to really get the swing of it here versus 4S, who is seemingly losing his rhythm versus the Germans. Flak Panzer charging hit, they're backed up by stalwart German infantry. Got the Pershing, they're blazing forwards like a bull of democracy into the China shop of the Third Reich. There we go, great hit there on the Panzerjägers. In the south here, trench being assaulted by Rangers, that's not going to last long. Pershing strong here to deal with infantry and the heavy cover. Quick power grenade into the trench. And the Osttruppen did not like that offer for a fruit salad. And they're about to get it wiped out here. That's going to be his remaining Osttruppen squad. There we go, kaput. Major in the south taking heavy casualty from the Grenadiers with a light machine gun. I think 4S needs to just hit hard south or hard north. I think right now at the centre with the heavy cover position it's going to be difficult for him to break into. Stugs moving in there for Dyatlov once more. Got the Sherman joining in as well there for 4S. And for freedom. Oh dear. Pershing exposed in there. Go gaining Vetcher 2 but getting hit there by double Stugs in the rear. Pack 40 is in the base. Pershing there taking heavy damage. Grenadiers almost wiped out here. No bazookas nearby. It's going to be a close one here. Smoke's going to be necessary. Almost got one of the Stugs here. Grenade off. That's actually apparently did some damage. Bazooka team moving up there with the Major. Stug down. Oh dear, he could end up losing both Stugs. That'd be catastrophic here for Dyatlov. Catastrophic and a big win for 4S, not Dyatlov. He should have supported it with infantry properly instead of charging in the Stugs there blindly. At least that way he might be able to have something to clear out the packs or something. But yeah, that was, I think, a bit too greedy assault there. But Dyatlov, he felt confident, he was in control. And that caused something to misjudge the situation there. Charging in the Stugs without any serious support there. Giving the Pershing and the rest of the force their chance to destroy it. Oh, we got railway artillery there. Preventing the Pershing from entering the base unless it wants to get destroyed. Clever move there by Dyatlov. Gives him maybe another chance to take it out. At least buy himself some time. Grenadiers almost getting wiped out here. Close one there. But seems like here Dyatlov by again charging in those double Stugs. They have given 4S another lease, a victory here, another chance. That's going to be a bit close there. Sherman is also clearing up one of Dyatlov's 50 calibers. Multiple also in trouble. Panzerjägers back in the trench. No grenades here for the basic infantry. Pershing being fixed up. Quick fire coming fire there from long range. There we go. Major ground the southern victory point, and we got the Sherman charging norwards here. Threatening to collapse all that Dyatlov and Deutschland has built up in the sector. 22 kills in that Pershing, doing great work there for us. I think she'll just bring up more Shermans faster. The more numbers can bring up, the better. Oh, should probably consider pulling back that Sherman soon for some repairs, rather than risk, say, hitting a telemine from Dyatlov and losing it. Because right now I think it's just about the sort of number of health there. If it hits a telemine, it's gone. It's kaput. Seizing the northern victory point as well. They've got 220 versus 282. Gonna be a close one here. Austin there with 12 kills. StuGs setting out. Need to keep close to infantry, and you might want to consider another Panzer Grenadier squad or the artillery field officer now. All going over the Sherman. Forrest there caught in a bad spot. Shouldn't have tried to repair that close, and there you go. Sherman down and abandoned. That was... I can understand why he did it, but, like, you shouldn't be signaling to your opponent that you got a heavily damaged Sherman he should send his StuG after. There you go. The person goes straight for the other StuG here. Dyatlov, though, might have overextended here. In fact, he probably has. Giving here Forrest a chance to punish him, getting vengeance for the Sherman. And now Dyatlov has basically just the Panzerschrecks, and that's it. And another StuG's going to be off on the horizon there. So that didn't quite pan off in the end there, unfortunately. So in the end, it didn't work out there for Forrest. It intentionally ended up serving as bait, allowing him to draw in the StuG and destroy it, even though there was a StuG. Grenades up against the Grenadiers. We've got the Panzergers moving in. I guess there's a chance here to get the Pershing, maybe. Though he needs to get some infantry up support there, back up the Pershing faster for us. Panzergers continue there. We got almost 53 on the Pershing. Grenades being locked out there. Most tank crews would have had grenades, so they definitely know the Germans had it for even the StuGs. Flak Panzer there, flanking the Pershing. Can he take out the Pershing with the Flak Panzer? Will it be the Ostwind to take the day and destroy the Pershing? Oh, it's behind it, and there we go. The Ostwind destroys the Pershing. I can already hear the cries of nerf the Ostwind in the chat. That's bad news for Forrest. I'm guessing he's setting up for another Pershing now, but that gives Dyatlov and the Germans more time to recover. They're push ahead more on the field here. Certainly an intense fight here. Machine gun up in the northern side there. Forrest was quick to order the major to call artillery here to clear out the machine guns, and certainly the Americans were quite good at coordinating artillery. So any American unit at the front line could always be able to call in artillery from anywhere and expect to have it ready. Compared to the Germans, had a less flexible system for calling in artillery. Although they could create a more flexible one, but that would be dependent on the specific commander and, you know, control of the area if that actually happened. For example, Walter Model was known to sort of artillery commandos, but it wasn't exactly something they commonly did, though. StuG setting out there, fixing up the Flak Panzer. 18 kills for T2. Taking out a Pershing definitely gave them a bit of a boost. Possibly an Iron Cross. Rather than there being slowly shot to bits by the Grenadier, StuG opening up. Still no pin machine gun there for the StuGs. Machine gun dealing with the rifle here. Assisting the southern victory point there with the 50 caliber, the Mardus. Fuel cache up here for Forrest. Feels a bit late, but I guess better late than never, though. Could have had that one out much, much sooner. Might also have to bring up more armor for the Pershing faster, you know, so. Yeah. Nah. You still could do with maybe some more infantry meanwhile. We could easily, I think, get away with calling the Ranger Squad, and maybe not actually. Either way. StuG moving in. Major Reasons holding up here behind a awfully bullet-riddled tank trap there. Ranger swing from the north, gaining the ace over there. 10 kills. Very good. Destroying the tank trap there with the Sturmgeschütz. Flak Panzer moving in. Seizing the south of the machine gun, and there you go, range on top of the Flak Panzer. Heavy spray of flak fire. Threatens to wipe out the Rangers any moment. And there you go, second Pershing out for Forrest, for freedom. Half health from those Rangers. Grenadiers joining in the fun. StuG joining in as well. Rangers there taking heavy damage, rifle getting off as well. Almost got the Rangers. Fuel cache the next target. Bazooka team moving in there, or Bazooka Major. Interesting enough, he's never upgraded the re-echelons with bazookas. A bit surprised. That tends to be a very common move for most American players. Also, no real use of combined arms. Definitely a bit of a shame there as well. Rifleman pushing through the centre here. We've got Rifleman suppressed by the MG42. Panzergers coming up there. Probably a bomb grenade with the hat the munitions. Pershing hammering over this 90mm gun. But the overall situation for Forrest now remains a bit unfortunate. He pretty much just shot into where Dyatlov has most of his guns concentrated, head on. Making it easy for Dyatlov to then focus all of his guns at 4S's stuff there. Pack 40 Sandy wasn't able to provide much support there either. Flak Panzer continues to murder away there, 21 kills. I'd definitely say it's paid itself off by now. And we got another Stug on the way there for Dyatlov and for the 352nd Infantry Division. Pershing blazing across the shattered ground past the corpses of felled friends and foes. Trench by the Pioneers now by the carve point. Apparently not quite close enough to actually grab it from within the trench. Second Stug almost done. We got 202 as 199. Second Sturmgeschütz almost done. There we go. Another Sturmgeschütz for Deutschland. There you go. Osttruppen moving ahead here. Grafton being annihilated out in the open here. Ooh, Pershing misses. And the anti-tank rifle thusly isn't able to do enough damage there to, you know, damage the engine. Good to see a Panzerfaust on the Pershing, which might not just... Oh, it's a rifle on the rifle. It could Panzerfaust still... Oh, decides not to. We got the Panzerfaust moving. Got the 2 Stugs moving in. Pack 40 covering up. Plus with the Panzerfaust joining, the Pershing is taking heavy damage. Stug takes it right here from the Pack 40. But they will be able to bypass it. Infantry go here for the Pack 40 cleared out. Stugs both operable, and that Pershing I think is going to go down. There you go. Lost a Stug, but I'd say Stug for Pershing is pretty good there. There we go. GG. Game over. A loss for democracy, a victory for Germany, a victory for the Reich. A nasty fight here, showcasing the power of the Stug and the Ostwind and good tactics. I would say again, he should have focused more on the south as well. I feel like he gave 4S, I think, too easy of a pass to go straight for the Pershing. And 4S, I think, should be able to bring up more tanks to support the Pershing more easily. And I think should have tried to outmaneuver Dyatlov a lot more. At times, I feel like he just tried to hammer him down in a slightly more brutish, caveman-like manner. And I also feel like he could have more bazookas in the rear slants, in addition, need more mines and combined arms. So it's definitely feel like a bit of a slacking off then for us by the game as they went off. His ability usage dropped off, and he basically made it easy for Dyatlov to slowly wear him down. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but not your enemies. Of course, remember to press the bell button as well. And of course, if you like what I do, can donate or pledge on Patreon. Links are in the description. Every little bit allows me to keep doing this day after day. So ahead of time there, thanks for any support and patronage there. This is Imperial signing off, and see you all another time. Cheers.